hate to have to bring y'all this news, man. Daily news, y'all. Daily news. Getting over this little cold. I hate to bring y'all this news, man. Daily news, man. Daily news. I hate to have to bring y'all this news, man. Bringing it back from last night. Trump sending people to Portland. I didn't even know nothing was going on. I've been to Portland too. It go down in Portland. I've been out there. Daily news, man. I'm getting people trying to get in here, man. Daily news, man. Daily news. Gotta talk to y'all about what happened. 2 targeted attacks. 2 targeted attacks. One day. Daily news, y'all. 2 targeted attacks in one day. Daily news. Trump sending troops to Portland, Oregon. Daily news. It's a double standard for Young Thug. Gilly won't speak out. Charleston and 6ix9ine called him out. Daily news, y'all. Daily news. Just waiting for a few people to come through. Giving it a little second to fire up. Daily news, y'all. Daily news. And I want answers. It's daily news, but I want answers, though. I ain't sweeping in. I need answers. I need answers, man. Giving everybody a second to get in here. Daily news, y'all. Daily news. Daily news. News in the daily. Daily news. Let's see if we can get in here, man. Some more people shooting, y'all. Some more people shooting. We went live yesterday. We went off last night. Daily news, y'all. Targeted attacks. 2 targeted attacks in one day, y'all. Daily news. Trump sending troops to Portland, Oregon. And for people that don't know, it goes down in Portland, Oregon. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy because it's crazy that he targeted Portland, Oregon. Because way back in the day, I used to be going back and forth to Portland. Back in the late 90s, I used to be taking trips to Portland. Portland kind of like the Bay Area. Y'all send out the notification, man. Hit the like button, man. This been going down lately, man. I know. I give it about 6-7 minutes. How y'all doing this morning, man? It's Monday. It's top of the top, man. What's up? What we doing, man? We hitting the like button. We putting where we from in here. Or y'all might be just spectators. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with spectators, man. I go live, give people a chance to get in here, man. Hit that like button for y'all one time. Hit that like button for y'all one time. But yeah, it's on my way to the gym. It's shoulder day. Shoulders and triceps. Throw legs up in there. I've been hitting legs a lot lately too. Yeah, man. If it don't jump, it don't. You don't see, man. If it jump, it because yesterday they tried to send out a notification for fake. I think that's what happened too. What up this morning, man? Y'all gotta tell me what's going on. I need answers. I need answers, America. Y'all gotta talk to me. I need answers on why these people shooting. I'm about to show y'all. Drove into the church with his car. It's getting more and more brazen, more and more crazier. And then on top of it, it was a white church. You're killing your own people again. He rammed his truck through a white people church and started shooting white people. Y'all got, I need, man, like I told y'all, y'all want to know what happened with black dude on the back of the train. I told y'all, black dude was crazy. He had dreads with the red hoodie on. I wouldn't have sat next to him. I give y'all the real about when my people do crazy stuff. Ask me. The black dude, with the DC snipers, that was weird. Black people that caught us off guard too. What's up with y'all? What's up? What's going on? Dude did a drive-by on a boat. When somebody come through shooting on a boat, you know it ain't us. Let me hit that like button, man. You know, I've been back to back, and man, I do nothing but lives, man, back to back. So hit that like button, cause man, I know once they get in here, boy, the MAGA, we want to know, we want to know. We want to know, man. MAGA, we want to know what is going on. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on, man? We want to know, man. What is going on? Y'all talk to me.
You provide everything.
I just need to know.
Still a number of mysteries about what led to the deadly shooting and fire at a Michigan church this morning. It happened during packed services. Brian Yanis is live in New York City with more. Brian.
John, we're just getting an eyewitness account from our Garrett Tenney, who spoke to someone who was at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc, Michigan, when this horrific attack happened. And I'm going to read in part what Garrett has been able to report as he makes his way to that horrific scene. He says that this person was a man he spoke to, and he says that inside, at the time that this vehicle rammed itself into, that the shooter rammed his vehicle into the church, that the people inside had just finished taking the sacrament when they heard a crash, an enormous boom from the wall right behind the pulpit. This person says that you could see the wall built of bricks on the outside was starting to buckle inwards from the force of the impact. The man says that there was around 150 people who were in attendance, and that the sound of the crash was so loud that some members of the congregation thought that a bomb had gone off. They started panicking and running outside in the back of the church to a parking lot, and that's when this 40-year-old man, the suspected shooter, got out of his truck, and they saw. He says when he says when he got out of his truck that he was carrying some kind of long rifle, and he started shooting indiscriminately at those who had come out to try to get out of the church. The witness says that he turned and ran inside as bullets were flying past him, and he ran to the back of the building where his family had gone. He passed a teenage boy with blood on his arms saying, "I got shot." He said people were cramming into cars, squeezing in as many people as they can to try to get out of that situation. That, again,
there's an attack on Christianity, both spiritually and physically. And now we gonna have to gird up because this has been happening for a while. It happened and people turned their faith over to God as a result of some of the most recent tragedies. We've seen what happened with Charlie Kirk. We've seen what happened in Minneapolis with the trans shooter.
My boy set the church on fire. Shot 10 people and set the church on fire.
Probably this time the most.
We do believe
Man,
that.
come on, man.
listen to the
You can't even go to church no more?
And that's the end of it. It's sad.
You can't go to church no
Ben
more?
is a member of the congregation of that church, speaking to our Garrett Tenney. Earlier today, the chief of police in Grand Blanc, Michigan, says that if it were not for 2 law enforcement officers who engaged with this shooter, this could have been even worse. The shooter was killed by these police officers. Let's listen to the police chief earlier today.
We are specifically trained to go right to the threat in an active shooter situation. And I'm proud of my guys and the DNR who responded to this scene, who immediately took that suspect out so there was no additional victims. So it was a great job by our staff.
Police say the church was deliberately set on fire by this gunman. The entire church engulfed in flames for a couple of hours. And tragically, police say they expect the death toll, which is at this moment, 1 of the 10 people who were shot has died. They expect that death toll to go up. Listen.
We do believe that there was people up there that were near that fire and they were unable to get out of the church. So
Why
we do
is
believe
people
that we
getting
will find
attacked in
additional
church?
victims once we're able to search that, once there's no signs of a
Getting
fire
out of hand,
reigniting.
man. I had to bring it back
Michigan's
this. I had to
Governor
bring it
Gretchen
back this
Whitmer
morning,
released a
man.
statement saying, in
I
part,
couldn't
quote,
wait.
"My heart is breaking for the Grand Blanc community. Violence anywhere, especially in a place of worship, is unacceptable. I am grateful to the first responders who took action quickly." John, police have not given a specific motive yet. We know that search warrants are being executed.
We see shooters at ICE facilities, and then we seen them at churches. We seen them at schools. They set the whole place on fire. This is crazy, bro. Honestly, you can't say that we're not living in crazy times, and it's almost like demons.
Demons
I almost
running
didn't
around
click on this
rampant,
deal for
y'all.
9 tablets of 100 milligrams.
I'm just bringing y'all the news. Like I said, I react to
The
YouTube.
facts that we have at this time is that we believe that this was a
This
targeted
another incident.
location. We appear
This
that
a
he
whole
acted
other
what we
incident.
call a lone wolf. He acted alone. This is highly premeditated from what we're seeing at this time, and we feel there are no other threats to our community, that we do have someone in custody.
Police in North Carolina giving an update moments ago
That's a
on the
whole
shooting
nother
at a waterfront bar in that state. The suspect has been arrested and is going to be charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. And with that, we welcome you inside, everybody. This is Fox News Live. I'm Kevin Cork in Washington. Police say the gunman opened fire on a busy restaurant from a nearby boat along the river. 3 people dying in that shooting. At least 5 others were wounded. Madison Scarpino has the very latest for us this afternoon.
Why?
Maddie.
Yeah, Kevin, it's awful. Imagine just having food and drinks on the water, listening to live music, enjoying your Saturday night, and then someone in a boat starts shooting up the place. That's what happened last night in Southport, North Carolina. As you mentioned, 3 people now dead. At least 5 more are injured. We know some are fighting for their life. And we just got an update from local officials who say that the suspect is 40-year-old Nigel Edge.
This suspect
40-year-old
identifies
Nigel Edge.
as a combat veteran. He self-identifies. Injured in the line of duty is what he's saying. He suffers from PTSD. We want to point those facts out. He acted alone. This is highly premeditated from what we're seeing at this time.
This is Edge's mugshot from overnight. He was arrested not long after the shooting. He's currently in jail without bond, and he's now facing 3 counts of first-degree murder, 5 counts of attempted murder, 5 counts of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, other charges, and the local DA says that we should be expecting some more. Now, right now,
This is bad, bro. This is very bad. And 2 targeted attacks in one day is too much. It's too much. I just got done having a conversation right after I landed off the plane about
Charlie Kirk wouldn't
the
have liked
Grand
this.
Blanc situation, and that one was absolutely horrific.
Charlie Kirk
in
would
which
not
10
have
people were
liked
shot.
this.
The whole church was burned down. They're saying there's going to be multiple different bodies. Obviously, we're going to be covering it on a Millionaire Morning Show. But now you have this individual in which we don't really have a whole lot of information. And I guess my biggest question is, how do these people get out alive? How do they ultimately survive to even be able to face a trial, and they make it home alive, or they make it
After
make
you
it
done
through
shot
arrest?
3 people.
I'm not an advocate for anybody
You
to
done
die,
killed
but
3
I'm just
people.
wondering,
But the
just
police
wondering
like,
out
hey,
loud,
come on.
how do these people live to tell the tale? It's so heartbreaking. People are out. It's the summertime, and there's been a path of different people that are ultimately the ones that are the shooters. Sometimes they are former military members or veterans.
Don't say it, Anton.
Other times they are white men.
Don't
mostly
say it,
white
Anton.
men. And then last but not least, let me add in something right here. A lot of times they are around 40 years old. I believe the person that shot up the church over in Grand Blanc in Michigan,
What
in the
is it?
suburb of
Grumpy old
Michigan,
man.
he was 39 years old, but don't quote me on that. But I remember that they said he was around 40 years old. This man is around 40 years old. This is why I don't trust anyone.
What is it? This is why I don't
By
trust
default,
nobody 40 years old.
I have no trust for people that I don't know. And I am absolutely positively vetting. I am making sure that I am careful about who it is that I keep company with, the people that I interact with. I'll go so far as to say that I don't even hug people, and very rarely, unless you are a person that I'm doing business with, I don't shake everybody's hands because, and I know some people are going to say that I'm crazy about this, but I'm just going to stand 10 toes down on it. I believe that there are spirits that ultimately affect these people. And in addition to that, they are out of their minds.
Yeah, I don't trust
believe
nobody.
that there is a demonic spirit that is taking place.
It is
on people to do the worst things.
I've been saying this
against
stuff.
people that don't even, you know what I'm saying? They
Look,
don't have any kind.
It's a trip because I've been saying all this stuff, man. I've been saying 2025 was going to be a crazy year. I've been saying this stuff, y'all. I've been saying this, but it's 2 targeted attempts. 10 people shot, church burnt to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Church burnt to the ground. What's going on, man? Just the other day, dude shot the ICE facility up. Killed 2 detainees. This right here, dude shot the church up. It was a white church. Shot 10 white people, burning white church down. The white dude did that. Now this white dude on a boat shooting at people. Black people, we don't own boats and shit. Like I say, I be wanting to know. I'll tell y'all anything. Y'all ask me about black people, what happened? Like dude with the dreads on the back of the train. He was crazy. Like I wouldn't have sat next to him. I'll tell you about our people when we do something wrong. I want to know what's going on. I want to know why all these shootings and targeted attacks
defend
happen.
themselves. They don't have any of that. And see, this is one of the things that, because I know when you talk to a lot of these politicians, and this is the part that I hate about politics, thank God for Trump, because Trump just said, listen, it's an attack on these type of people. In the church situation, he says clearly there's an attack on Christians, because obviously we knew about what was going on over in Minneapolis with the trans shooter that shot up the kids. And then you head over to Charlie Kirk, and then you see what's happening in Grand Blanc. And the church shooting over in Minneapolis just happened almost a month ago to the day. Right? So you got that. And then now you see this situation where they just shooting from a boat and they're targeting people. They're targeting innocent people that are sitting, having dinner, listening to music. And now people have to start being vigilant about where they go and whether or not they can arm themselves or protect
Is this Charlie Kirk? Did Charlie Kirk do this?
I caught a flight back to Michigan today, and I was sitting in a lounge, and I would think that the airport is probably one of the more secure places simply
Is this
because
the Charlie Kirk
you got to go
effect?
through TSA in order to get through, right? But
Why
it
is this
doesn't even
happening?
matter because by default, what I like to do is I like to make sure that I always sit my back to the wall. And so it was hardly no seats available. And so I was sitting a little bit with my back to the wall.
Why is this kind of stuff happening, y'all?
And then as soon
Then what we call a lone wolf.
Y'all tell me what's going
He
on.
acted alone. This is highly premeditated from what we're seeing at this time, and we feel there are no.
Is that what
other
it is,
threats to our
CIA
community,
sleeper
but
cells?
We do have someone in custody.
Police in North Carolina giving an update moments ago on the shooting at a waterfront bar in that state. The suspect has been arrested and is going to be charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. And with that, we welcome you inside, everybody. This is Fox News Live. I'm Kevin Cork in Washington. Police say the gunman opened fire on a busy restaurant from a nearby boat along the river. 3 people dying in that shooting. At least 5 others were wounded. Madison Scarpino has the very latest for us this afternoon. Maddie.
Yeah, Kevin, it's awful. Imagine just
It's awful,
having food and
Kevin.
drinks on the
What
water,
is going
listening to live music.
on?
I had to wait 6 months to get my hands.
Somebody got to tell me. Look, a black person do something, I'll tell you what happened.
Still a number of
What was
mysteries
going on?
about what led to the deadly shooting and fire at a Michigan church this morning. It happened during packed services. Brian Yanis is live in New York City. with
Packed
more.
services.
John, we're just getting an eyewitness account from our Garrett Tenney, who spoke to someone who was at the
Packed
Church of Jesus Christ of
services,
Latter-day
they said.
Saints in Grand Blanc, Michigan, when this horrific attack happened. And I'm going to read in part what Garrett has
Packed
been able to report as
services.
he makes his way to that horrific scene. He says that this person was a man he spoke to, and he says that inside at the time that this vehicle
Double tap the screen
rammed
for me,
itself into, that the shooter rammed his vehicle into the church, that the people inside had just finished taking the sacrament when they heard a crash, an enormous
Sacrament
boom
Sunday
from
at
the
that.
wall right behind the pulpit. This person says that you could see the wall built of bricks on the outside was starting to buckle in inwards from the force of the impact. The man says that there was around 150 people who were in attendance, and that the sound of the crash was so loud that some members of the congregation thought that a bomb had gone off. They started panicking and running outside in the back of the church to a parking lot, and that's when this 40-year-old man, the suspected shooter, got out
Grumpy
of
old
his
man.
got out of his truck, and they saw. He says when he got out of his truck that he was carrying some kind of long rifle, and he started shooting indiscriminately at those who had come out to try to get out of the church. The witness says that he turned and ran inside as bullets were flying past him, and he ran to the back of the building where his family had gone. He passed a teenage boy with blood on his arm saying, "I got shot." He said people were cramming into cars, squeezing in as many people as they can to try to get out of that situation. That, again,
there's an attack on Christianity, both spiritually and physically. And now we
People
gonna have to
love to
gird
attack
up
Christians.
because
Now they trying to kill
this has
Christians.
been happening for a while. It happened, and people turned their faith over to God as a result of some of the
Now
most
they want
recent
to kill
tragedies.
Christians.
We've seen what happened with Charlie Kirk. We've seen what happened in Minneapolis with the trans shooter. And now we have a 40-year-old man that decided to ram his truck into a church during church service and then start shooting any and everybody that he can get his hands on. Something is happening spiritually. I'm not sure what it is, but it seems like there is targeted attacks every single week on people that believe in God and believe in Christ and have conservative values, and they don't
Y'all
take
gonna make God
anybody
come back, what I'm
hostage.
telling you.
They just letting it fly, and then they taking themselves
Y'all
out.
gonna make God cut this earth
Now,
short. God
we
gonna
have to
shut
start
this.
having a
God
conversation
gonna
about
cut this
safety,
stuff short.
because the places that were supposed to be sacred, places of worship, schools, those places, college campuses, those places are now under attack. And so now we have to change our cultural norms because we have become so radicalized in our views and so extreme in our views. And now they are attacking people that praise God Now we have to start having exit plans, strategies, security.
You gotta have a back door right behind the
at our
pulpit.
schools and at our churches, because nobody cares about the well-being of people. Nobody has any respect for
Start
anybody
preaching with the
anymore.
gun on your hip.
Nobody cares about whether or not you have a different ideological view. They are going to find somewhere, they're going to target it, and then they're going to make sure that they hit you in every single way possible. And this is one of the greatest tragedies.
A bulletproof pulpit so the
like
pastor can have a shootout with whoever would come in there.
In our history, in my lifetime in particular. Forget crashes in the market, forget, the 2008 housing crisis, forget all of that. I am going to remember probably this time the most, because this is an attack on our faith. This is an attack on our principles, on our views, on everything that we represent as people. And so they don't respect you. Even if you're not a person that believes the way that I believe or look at things from a political perspective, you have to respect human life. You have to respect, people's options to be able to do what they want to do.
Shooter situation, and I'm proud of my guys and the DNR who responded to this scene, who immediately took that suspect out, so there was no additional victims. So it was a great job by our staff.
Police say the church was deliberately set on fire by this gunman. The entire church engulfed in flames for a couple of hours, and tragically, police say they expect the death toll, which is at this moment, 1 of the 10 people who were shot has died. They expect that death toll to go up. Listen.
We do believe that there was people up there that were near that fire and they were unable to get out of the church. So we do believe that we will find additional victims once we're able to search that, once there's no signs of a fire reigniting.
Michigan's Governor Gretchen Whitmer released a statement saying in part, quote, "My heart is breaking for the Grand Blanc community. Violence anywhere, especially in a place of worship, is unacceptable. I am grateful to the first responders who took action quickly." John, police have not given a specific motive yet. We know that search warrants are being executed.
We see shooters at ICE facilities, and then we see them at churches. We see them at schools. They set the whole place on fire.
Hey, y'all, Adam Sandoval here. I ride motorcycles around the country, often right alongside my friends.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, boy.
They set the whole place on fire.
You want God to come back fast, boy. Y'all start messing with the church, boy. God finna cut it short, boy. You already see what the Olympics, what they try to troll. Basically God with the Olympics, where they mock the Lord's Supper. And you see all this stuff starting to happen now. I'm telling you, you can't play with God. You can't play with God, bro. Stuff will start happening. I told you when I seen them people, I can't get over this, and I noticed don't nobody talk about it no more. And I guess they swept it under the rug. But in the Olympics, when they mocked the Lord's Supper, that's when I was just like, when they did that, I just prayed to God, like, God, just when you send a fireball when you blow up the earth, just spare me, Lord. When I seen that, I was just like, yeah, it's finna get ugly. It's finna be a crazy summer. And this year has just been a lot going on, man. Ain't nobody gonna tell us what's going on. I wanna know why, and I'm not trying to bring up the skin color, but y'all know that's what I want to know. Why is these white people killing other white people? I mean, I ain't saying go kill some black people, go kill some other people. I'm saying, why y'all killing each other? This white on white crime, what's going on? Like, dude, that's a Mormon church. So them was a bunch of white people he killed. Dude did a drive-by on a boat and shot some people eating dinner on a boat. There wasn't no black people. Black people don't be doing that. So why is the white people crashing out like this, man? It's like, is it frustration? I want somebody to because black people, we kind of transparent. We be talking about what's going on. I want somebody to tell me what the hell going on. Trump sending troops to Portland, Oregon. I didn't even know Portland, Oregon was that bad. But evidently it is.
In his latest threat to deploy federal troops to U.S. cities, President Trump made this post Saturday morning, directing Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth to send troops to, quote, war-ravaged Portland to protect immigration detention facilities he claims are under siege by the anti-fascist movement Antifa, which Trump designated as a domestic terrorist group earlier this week.
The number of necessary troops is 0. In Portland and any other American
troops
city,
out.
the president will not find lawlessness or violence here.
Do y'all see these weirdos, bro? Look at these weirdos. Look at everybody that's around the mayor in Portland.
He says outdated footage.
Weirdos, bro. I get there, though. Let's continue.
In any other American city, the president will not find lawlessness or violence here.
Portland Mayor Keith Wilson says he's disappointed that old recycled footage is being used to justify sending troops to his city. Last week, Trump told reporters,
"Have you seen Portland at all? Can you take a look at what's happening in Portland? It's, this has been going on for years.
Trump's have been bad for years, Frankie.
Crazy. We're going to stop that very soon."
His comments came just 2 days after Wilson said the city would issue a land use violation against the Trump administration regarding its immigration detention facility in Southwest Portland.
Federal records show that ICE violated its land use conditions of approval 25 times in 10 months by detaining people for more than 12 hours or keeping them overnight. This review was triggered by the federal government's breaking promises to our community regarding the detention of human beings.
Trump first mentioned sending troops to Portland in the beginning of September, following protests outside its ICE facility that began over the summer.
I watched Portland, Oregon last night burning to the ground.
This latest move comes just days after a gunman opened fire on an ICE facility in Dallas, Texas, that killed one detainee and injured 2 others. Trump previously sent troops to Los Angeles and Washington, D.C., and has threatened doing so in several left-leaning cities. Candace Cole, Global News, Washington.
So basically what is happening is that he's not necessarily sending it in the same way that he did for Washington, D.C., but what he is doing, especially considering all of the violence that we see happening. We've seen a church get blew up and shot up in Grand Blanc, Michigan today. We've seen an unwarranted attack over in North Carolina at a restaurant. We just seen somebody, a sniper on a roof, that was shooting at an ICE facility just a couple days ago. And so now that we actually see more movement of ICE facilities and people and illegal migrants is being deported out of the country, he's saying that we need to send in troops to make sure that they are protecting these facilities and the ICE agents themselves. They need backup. But more importantly, I will also tell you that I visited.
That's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
That's not
man.
a forecast by a wishy-washy
It's a lot going
weather.
down in America, man.
But more importantly,
in America.
I will also tell you that I visited Portland
None of that is
a
Oregon.
few months ago.
First of all,
A few
you
months
spelled
ago. Actually,
Oregon.
you know what? It wasn't a few months ago.
Oregon.
It was a
You
little
got to
bit more
spell it
than
the
a few
right
months ago. It
way.
was probably closer to 6 to 8 months ago. And I actually had an opportunity
can't go
to
downtown?
go and visit the city, to observe it, to go walk around it, see what's happening. I also caught a couple sports games, all of that stuff, right? And I will tell you that Portland, yeah, is weird. When they said keep Portland weird, they wasn't playing no games. It was demonic. I remember I went into a pizza shop, right? And it is a lot of people that are there illegally, but I went into a pizza shop, just a normal pizza shop, because I like to go and stay away from chains, especially when I'm out of town, because I get to experience the culture of the city. And I go into a pizza shop, and the person that was standing there at the front register had the little Pentastar thing, the demon thing. It was a trans person with the Pentastar thing, dressed in goth, and they had black everything, and then it looked like their eyeballs was like being tattooed black or something like that. And I was like, what in the Jesus is going on here? Needless to say, I obviously went ahead and stepped on out of that facility because I didn't feel comfortable, not only patronizing that business, but I didn't feel comfortable ordering anything or having anything prepared with those hands, including the exchange of money. But yes, he is sending in troops to help facilitate and to help protect agents. And Portland is weird. Portland has been destroyed I've been
They got some
recently
good
looking
weed
at a
in
lot of
Portland.
these different city budgets. So it's so funny that he picked Portland to actually go into, because I was looking at some of these city budgets and it was saying that Portland was suffering and they have a lower business rate coming in and they have higher taxes and the people are actually scared. And so when you see what's happening to these liberal cities, it is completely against
What
the
up,
American
Toya? What
values, but
up?
more importantly, I would think that the people probably
We up
feel a little
early,
bit
man.
differently,
Finna go to
especially
this
those that are
gym.
suffering under the rest of bad
Early.
leadership.
Continue to follow our breaking news. Just a short time ago, President Trump announcing on Truth Social that he is sending troops to Portland, Oregon to protect ICE facilities. Now, Portland is just the latest Democratic-run city that the president has either sent or threatened to send troops to in his growing crackdown on immigration and on crime. CNN's Kevin Liptak joins us now from the White House. Kevin, tell us, what more have you been learning about these latest developments here?
Yeah, and there's no question this is an
On your way to work,
escalation
man.
in
Go
the
on and get
president's
it in.
push to deploy the U.S. military on domestic soil. It follows this pattern. We saw it in Los
Do you
Angeles.
ever
We
have
saw
any
it here in
days off? You
Washington,
always
D.C.
work?
If the president choosing Democrat-led cities and states to make this push and really kind of pushing the boundaries of the use on domestic soil of the U.S. military. The president writing on Truth Social this morning that at the request of Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, I am directing Secretary of War Pete Hegseth to provide
Hospital
all
never
necessary
closed, man.
troops to protect war-ravaged
that money,
Portland
though.
and any of our ICE facilities under siege from attack by Antifa and other domestic terrorists. I am also authorizing full force if necessary. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Now, there are a lot of unanswered...
A lot of people think that Trump be bluffing. Trump don't bluff.
He
At
don't.
all, bro.
questions here. One is the timeline when exactly we would see these troops arrive into Oregon.
Get that
We
money,
also
Toy.
don't know what types of troops the president is talking about here, whether it's National Guard, whether it's
Man out.
active duty military. And we don't know exactly what legal authorities the president will be relying on, because remember, under law, it sharply limits the use of U.S. troops for domestic law enforcement purposes. And this is really kind of
This is not domestic law enforcement purposes, all right? I want to be clear. They're not going in there and arresting crime and criminals. They're not going to be chasing down bad guys. They're not going to be answering police phone calls. They will be there to keep the city safe. They will be there to continue to protect
That's all they're
ICE
doing.
facilities and ICE agents. They will be
They
there
know
to
y'all
serve
shooting at
presidents,
ICE
and if
agents
anything
now.
pops off, they're there to solve for it. And so I think that we need to leverage all of our resources to
shooting
keep our
at
city
ICE
safe and
agents
turn
now,
it back
man.
into the thing that they used to be, which was great.
Prompted a legal debate after the president did this in other cities around the country. Now, Portland has seen a number of protests around an ICE facility that's about 2 miles south of the downtown.
That dude just
They
made it
have
happen,
been
y'all.
mostly peaceful, but there have been some violent clashes that
Now
have
they
led
shooting
to
at
injuries
ICE?
for
That
federal
made it hot.
officers. It's led to arrests of some of the...
That's what y'all get. Y'all should have just chilled. Y'all should have
Y'all
just
shoulda
relaxed. And
chilled.
now look what y'all got yourself into.
Protesters. At one point, a guillotine was erected outside the building. The Homeland Security Department said at the time that was
Y'all shooting at ICE
unhinged
agents?
behavior.
Oh,
And we've
hell
also
no.
seen
And I
President
think that
Trump
was a white
talk
dude.
about this city over the last week. He said on Thursday in the Oval Office that we're going to get out there. He said, quote, "We're going to do a pretty big number on those people in Portland." He called them professional agitators and anarchists. And you saw in his Truth Social post today referencing Antifa, the president has taken steps this week to label that group a terrorist organization. Now,
Damn.
leaders in Portland have made pretty clear that they are not welcoming federal intervention. The mayor said this week that, like mayors across the country, I have not asked for and do not need federal intervention. That's the mayor, Keith Wilson. We've also heard from leaders in the city and state just last night as it seemed clear that this was happening. Listen to some of what they said.
I am sick and tired of watching the people in my community getting brutalized because they are immigrants or because they dare to speak up.
Or because they're illegal immigrants. How about that part?
I am sick and tired.
And she got a septum ring too.
Of it, and I'm tired of your lip service. Show up and do something.
Well, I share their frustration. We're trying to use every power we have as the federal team. Obviously, we're in the minority.
How do you get that
It doesn't even matter.
carried away to
It's
get
only
out?
a matter of time, and Trump is a man of his word, and so promises made, promises kept. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into
Let
the
me let y'all
Patreon.
see that
link is
one
in the
more
description.
time, man. How do you get
In
so
his
carried
latest threat
away?
to deploy federal troops to U.S. cities, President Trump made this post Saturday morning, directing Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth to send troops to, quote, war-ravaged Portland to protect immigration detention facilities he claims are under siege by the anti-fascist movement Antifa, which Trump designated as a domestic terrorist group earlier this week.
The number of necessary troops.
Look, man. When dude shot them detainees, them ICE detainees, he made it hot with that. That made things hot. He said, oh, so you shooting at ICE? You shooting at us now on rooftops? And then dude rammed his truck. I mean, it sounds like a movie, but this stuff is really happening, y'all. Dude rammed his truck into a church and shot 10 people and set the church on fire. Other dude shooting at people on a boat. You on a boat trying to eat some dinner on a boat, and all of a sudden they busting it. Bah, 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 bah. Them gunshots be loud too. That should be bah, 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 bah. That shit be loud. That shit'll light up the whole night. Boop, 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 bah, 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 bah. It's so loud your ears be hurting and shit. Imagine like a lawnmower. I can give you, if you ain't never been around gunshots, it's like, anyway, that's a lot of people lost their mind. Yeah, today, it's we in some times, Toya. We in some times. I've been saying it, but I be looking at it like, man, just stay out the way. Don't try to be involved in everything. Don't be nosy. But you know, I just got to bring y'all the news, daily news, man. You love what you voted for? What did you vote for? What did you vote for? What you mean you love what you voted for? What did you vote for, man? Because this your fault? Is it your fault? DMX already told us nosy people get it. Nosy people get it too. What did I watch? Yeah, man. I'm trying to find some more stuff. I had some more news to tell y'all, but hip hop news almost coming secondary to all this stuff, man. Dude that shot up a church, dude that shot up the boat. Trump sending the National Guards. And then, like, you got regular stuff going on in our regular programming. Like this right here. And I feel this too. I feel exactly what this is, you know, this what we talking about. We not talking about no music. But this is an interesting topic though.
When you shop in the Albertsons app, you can count on
So this
prices
show how
that are
much
the
we be
same online
bullshitting.
as they are in store.
YouTube.
Watch this right here.
Goes, you guys. It's
I feel
called
the same way.
selective politicking. If I rock with you and you did some out of pocket shit, best
Burnt it
believe
down
I'm
to the
not
ground.
going to call you out publicly until we have a fallout. Now, to me, I'm not really shocked anytime I see people
Burnt it
doing
down to
selective
the ground.
politicking. Last month, when the
And then try to
audio
shoot the
call
people
leaked,
coming
where he
out.
blatantly gave up the names of one of his guys, Pee Wee Roscoe.
I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't know. I don't want to block. I don't want to block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. They know Roscoe? Man, fucking screwed.
He's saying his name and everything.
And also gave the cops his number. We saw an unhealthy amount of selective politicking. Everybody that was cool with Thug either came up with some excuse for it, or they just stayed quiet. When you know damn well if this was somebody they do not fuck with, they would be the first ones to get on Instagram Live about it, do multiple podcasts talking about it. Shit, they might even do a 24/7 subathon just talking about the person snitching. A couple days ago, Charleston White did an interview with Steiny. If you guys missed that interview, make sure you guys go check it out. Charleston White calls out the hypocrisy with Gilly. He told Gilly, hey, bro, we really haven't heard you speak on Thugger snitching. What's going on? If this was anybody else, not only would you call him out, but you'd also blackball him. Here's what Charleston White said.
I see Gilly in the hip-hop industry shame this kid for either telling or being a witness when he was like 12 or 13 years old for was he like 13, Pop Hunter? So Gilly the kid, everybody shamed this kid. He had the hottest song that year. Now this kid tried to commit because look, so they shamed him. He was 18 at the time. Uzi Vert got off the album. His rap career went downhill, homie. What's his name? Corvette? Pop Hunter?
The Corvette TikTok.
Yeah, Pop Hunter. So homie, his career went downhill. This time, homie, I'm just in the community working with kids. People.
And this is facts. This is old leader dead alone. If Gilly was saying, yo, something about that, wasn't he trying to bring the people who son to justice?
Yeah. So
that's like, just look at the facts. Don't, yo, bro, just leave it alone. When you not put in that position and they don't get, and it's not your turn to wear those shoes, don't speak on it.
How old was he? He was 13 with his mother. So you mean to tell me if you witness your mother and you and your mother go down there, your mom said, son, who did it? You ain't finna say, Mom, Johnny done that. So we put in these streets. So that's what got me.
Look, man, it's just too many people. Look, it's just too many people worried about the streets, and there's too many people trying to be a part of this that don't even really need to even be concerned about this stuff. You see what I'm saying, Toya? It's just too much going on. Why is we even having a conversation about snitching if you're not in the streets? Like, it's just people having conversations that they shouldn't even be worried about. If you're not on the block, if you're not really out there in the trenches, why are you even worried about who's snitching or not? This is what happens when the streets just spill over into people that ain't got nothing to do. 6ix9ine, people rapping, trying to still be in the streets. Like this it's not supposed to be like this. We're not even supposed to be talking about this.
Fuck you. I tell on all you hoe ass niggas. That's what activated me with the telling shit.
I mean, he said mental health. Pop Hunter dealing with mental health, right?
He's dealing with mental
Oh,
health.
he's dealing with mental health because it's just like I gotta watch over my shoulder.
But they not saying it's for Thug.
Now, even though Charleston White does have a point, because we saw Gilly talk about Gunna and his snitching situation, Gilly's platform is not a current event platform. They do interviews with artists, and yeah, sometimes some current events might come up during the interview, but for the most part, they're not a podcast that speak on relevant situation. But let's be honest here. Do we really think
I just want y'all to hear how much Young Thug talking. Listen to how Young Thug talking like he just never gonna rat on nobody. Listen to this.
going to call out Thugger for snitching?
This is the thing.
Alleged.
The streets is front runners, man. When you look at people from the streets that's in the streets, people in the streets is front runners, man. When shit get real, they turn back into who they originally meant to be. Like I done seen niggas start funking with certain niggas and they just squared up and moved away and just changed. Like the streets is a front, bro. People don't be as lost as they front like they is. Some be more lost than others, but it be all the front, man. It don't
Absolutely not. Gilly has a lot of respect for Thugger. If anything, behind the scenes, Gilly might talk about it, but publicly, it'll never happen. And that's just how it goes in the industry. When Gilly and Thugger did their interview a couple years back, they spoke about 6ix9ine snitching.
Ain't doing a dime. I don't know if everybody the same, but one thing I can say is I honestly can see every person that tell, I honestly can see them telling.
Is that right?
I don't never be surprised by somebody telling.
Was you surprised by yourself?
I can damn near tell you who will tell.
So you're a rat identifier?
Yeah, sir. Right. I'm a snake.
He has like a rat radar.
Yeah. You got a rat.
Damn, that's a company now. Rat radar.
Yeah, a radar.
That's what's wrong with this generation.
Do it even matter in rap anymore?
What, rap?
Yeah, rap.
Do what matter?
Niggas being rats.
Yes. Because like these days in rap, it's getting back to the point where it's getting back to you kind of sort of speaking on what you do. It's kind of getting to that.
Okay.
So it's like if you're a rat, it's like I can't really listen. I can't listen to nothing you saying unless you saying some godly shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you saying something about like I'm with my kids or I'm in a motherfucking minivan. A soccer mom van with my kids on the way to church.
Did you ever think you'll see the day when
could tell on some niggas and still be running around here performing with sold out crowds.
Yeah.
I thought, in my era, I couldn't, Tupac tell on some niggas and then at a sold out concert talk about, I hit him up. No, we would have been like, nigga,
You did?
like, nigga, what?
Signed him up.
So we would have.
You signed him up.
He signed them niggas up.
Signed him up.
It wasn't no hit him up.
Yeah, you signed him up.
Right,
But see, I bet it. I ain't gonna say
You tell me what's the difference. You tell me what's the difference.
He a cool nigga. He a solid nigga. So I don't want to say his name. So he'll be like, damn, bro, you said my name like I was down with a rat.
You tell me the difference.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't say his name. But I bet it another rapper. I don't know where you from. I think from the West Coast. I don't know. I bet it another rapper that 6ix9ine tell. Oh, he told. I'm like, he gonna tell. I better than him, man. I'm better than Friendly 5000.
So maybe during one of their interviews, it might come up. I doubt it though.
Did you bet on you telling? Like, listen, man. I wanna let y'all know, just in case y'all in the streets and y'all dealing with some people that don't really listen to the internet. Because there's some people in the streets that don't know this new goalpost way of snitching. So you might have an OG that ain't trying to hear you talk about, but Young Thug was in the room, but Gunna, he gonna be like, who is Young Thug and Gunna? Man, gonna get in that grave real quick, boy, and take these shots. And who? People still, you gotta understand, there's still some OGs. It's like people still letting people snitch. If some OGs, just make sure you look. If you get in the streets, just make sure you in the streets. Make sure the people that you're around looking at social media. Make sure they looking at like Facebook and they looking at like YouTube and stuff. Make sure they real avid in that, because it's some dudes in the streets that's like, he snitched, right? We shoot him, right? We don't. Like, it's some people that don't know the new rules. If your OG 40 and up, he might not know the new rules where you can snitch and come home and say, well, technically I snitched at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's not the snitch hours is after 6. He don't, like, because you're gonna run into some people that are like, what? He snitched. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna send a judge. I'm talking about they're gonna be like, what? He snitched, right? We supposed to get him, right? No, he's supposed to live. When you let people stay, this the thing. This why y'all era gonna be kind of toe up. It's kind of like, if y'all let snitches stay, if y'all let people think that it's okay to snitch, people not gonna be careful. All people gotta do is just, and I ain't trying to give people underworld advice, but it's like, if you're making large sums of unaccounted for money, man, just stay on the low. You ain't gotta let everybody know what's going on. Like, when me and my partners and when people that I know, we was in the streets when it wasn't like YouTube and all that. But when you go places and spend a big amount of money, people could tell that you in a place where you're not supposed to be, where you not have, like, in so many words, people could tell you getting money and you in the streets without you having to get on the internet. Like, look at me, I'm getting money in the streets. Like, when I was getting money in the streets, people could tell that was around me in real life. I didn't necessarily want to get on the internet and be like, hey, look at me, I'm getting money. But when I went places in real life, when I was getting to the bag, people knew. Like I told you, I had got my car fixed and I kept coming in to get it serviced. Every like 400, and the white dude asked me, I kept pulling out big ass stacks of money like this. And I remember the first time I did it, he was like, they come, oh man, your car going, okay, here you go, here go a tip for you. I'll be back at white dude was like, the second time I'm having, here go the money. He said, he said, do you mind me asking you, what do you do for a living? He asked me. White people be carrying out. He ready to tell on me. He ready to find out. He ready, because I should be telling on you. You could tell he was getting uncomfortable, like young black kid. I think I was like 22. He was getting uncomfortable, like, man, this black dude, you could tell he's young. He got this car, that's $50,000. That's back when $50,000 cars was a lot of money for a car. He's like, damn, this dude got this car. He keeps billing out. I'm pulling out stacks of money, paying them. When people pay you out the stack and then put the stack back in their pocket, see, some niggas put that stack out and pay you, then the stack gets small. I pull out the stack and pay you, and the stack still, bankroll still. And white dude straight asked me. That boy said, man, fuck them for the ask that, because I don't want to be a part. White dude was kind of asking me, like, I don't want to be a part of no illegal shit. You coming in here with stacks of money, paying for any smallest little thing that happened to this car. I told him, I said, well, I'm a barber, I'm a personal trainer. And I said, I move a few pounds. I want to be like, and I move a few pounds a week. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, like, and I didn't have to make a YouTube. This was before Facebook. This was like the MySpace era. And people that seen me in public, they knew. I didn't really want nobody to know. But people could tell how young I was and how I was dressing. Like, that's what I'm saying. I could show y'all pictures of me back when I was 21, 22 and all that. I hate to be one of them OGs that would be telling that when I was young story, but I really got one of them when I was young story. And I got proof because I could just show you. Like, when I was young, I was fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Pause to where, like, I didn't really have to have, I didn't really want nobody to know what I was doing. I told you I had a partner. That boy was weird. It was like, I used to sell drugs at the barbershop. And he'd try to be funny, like every time I would be like ready to bust a sale or messing with the people that I mess with, he'd be looking all nosy and paying attention and looking and sitting, trying to, you know what I'm saying? So one day I had busted a sale in the back of the barbershop. I come in there, he come up to me, he like, man, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. I'm like, what is you talking about, bro? Nah, it's just like, I know what you be doing in the back of the shop, and I know, I'm just saying, man, I'm looking out for you, bro. Like, you need to change your life, man. Like, God can. I say, first of all, what have you seen me do? Because all this shit you talk me, I need to talk to you. No, I'm just saying, I know, I see you cutting hair, but I see you be putting it under the cape, and then you be meeting people out in the back, and then sometimes you go in the parking lot and sit in the car. I know what you be doing. And it so happened the dude that was in my chair, he kind of fooled me outside the barbershop to where we kind of had to tell him, I was joking around. I kind of had to tell him, look, you need to stop watching because I'm going to do something in front of you and it's going to make me uncomfortable knowing you know what I'm doing. It's making me uncomfortable. He's like, what you mean? I'm like, just read between the lines, bro. You see all these people coming in the shop to see me. Everybody come to shop. You see all these different people coming out and come sit down and talk to me and stuff, man. Like, we your friend. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think you don't have as many friends as I have. And you gotta leave here. I'm a barber. I could leave here. You gotta leave here and be a barber. Like, I would like be, don't turn this into an uncomfortable situation for you. If you make me uncomfortable, I'm gonna make it uncomfortable for you. I said, so you seen me do what now? You seen me? Oh, I ain't seen no. No, I'm saying, you see me where? You see I'll be going to the car and doing what? I'll be putting what under the cape, but I'll be doing nothing, man. Okay, well, keep it that way. Don't be paying attention. Don't. You're gonna make it uncomfortable for me. You know what I'm saying? Don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Like, people used to get. I used to be kind of weird when I was young. I was kind of weird because I used to be like. I always been preaching positivity, but I used to preach positivity, but I used to be like not practicing what I preach, especially when it came to like fornication and all that and women and all that. Not saying I slept around a lot, but yeah, man. I started starving my flesh and feeding my spirit. And a lot of things been happening good for me this year. It's been really good this year, man. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm kind of like shocked at all of this, man. Cause I was depressed for a long time. I was depressed for a long, long time. And now all of a sudden, things is happening for me, man. Like I told you, I found $200 twice in like a week. I don't know what's going on, but I thank God though, man. But I just wanted to bring y'all the news. I had brought this live yesterday, but I just had to bring it today. I really don't know what's going on. I don't know what all these mass shootings. It's been going on for years now, but 2025, and we still in it. We still got a few more months to go, but this been like the worst year in a long time. And it's funny how it's been the worst year in a long time, but it's been my best year in a long time at the same time. That's crazy. But y'all appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna get back on here a little later on. I just had to bring that up. I just want to know. I really, like I say, I be asking people, what's making these people cut up and shoot people and do all this? And don't nobody tell me. Somebody gotta tell me what's going on, man. I tell you when black people do something wrong. I'll tell you. I'm not calling out white America. I'm just curious. Like when white people ask me, why do black people do it? I tell them. I'm like, man, shit. I tell them. So I'm asking y'all, why y'all shooting people? Why y'all, the ICE thing, then the church, you know, then the boat. Somebody tell me like, oh, this going on, oh, that going on. Somebody give me a logical explanation. It's probably because there's no logical explanation. Y'all just gotta have spiritual vigilance, man. Stay out the way, man. My narcissist channel is going up, y'all. It's almost at 900. My sports channel is at 900. My narc channel for the past the sports channel. But, you know, I don't take none of this for granted, man. I don't take one of it for granted. Chicago Bears. Hey, man, what's up with YouTube not sending notifications? Hey, man, that's how they do. And I'm still... And look, what's so crazy, they didn't send a notification out, and I'm still, like, that's how you can tell that the channel's starting to boom, because I'm still getting people in here without no notifications, Mike. But I've been on here for like an hour already, though. But yeah, YouTube do that to me. I'm telling you, YouTube, what I'm realizing about myself that's kind of scary about myself is that my whole life people have been trying to hold me back. Like, need to hit that bell. Is that what it is? Man, my whole life people been holding me back, y'all. I don't know what it is. Like, when people tell me that YouTube don't send out the notifications, I be like, all right. People hold me back wherever I go, bro. Like when I'm talking about, man, when I worked at the barbershop, the owner told all my customers, y'all got to write y'all name on a piece of paper because I'm going to charge him a different amount for booth rental because he got too many people coming in and out and they taking up the waiting area. So he was punishing me for being a good barber. It ran my people off and everything. I had to leave the barbershop. Like, I always been in unfair situations, bro. Like, when it's time for me to date women and try to like have relationships with women, I always get the asshole women that want to compete with me and make me feel like I'm not who I am. I never get the women that adore the man and love the man the whole time. I always get asshole competitive ass women that want to, you know, you was talking to 1,000 people, but now you're talking to me, and I'm gonna tell them you ain't shit, and they really don't know, and like they really don't know what I ain't doing nothing. Like that's what I'm saying. Some of these black women be so caught up in villainizing you, you don't even have to do nothing. Like they don't know that you really, they don't know I do what? What the fuck do I be doing? I don't even be doing shit. You got them people fooled on YouTube, but they don't know that when you get off YouTube, they don't know. They don't know what am I doing off of YouTube? Nothing, but still they don't you could be happy that your man is busting moves on YouTube and headed towards greatness and got 3 channels busting. You could be happy behind that. My friends are happy behind that. Some people that know me, that's a good thing. Like you could always have a man that's headed places and be happy for him and be glad that you're gonna be along for the ride. That's an option. That's what dudes do. Like that's what's so crazy. Dudes would do that quicker than a woman. Dudes would say, man, my partner headed places, I'm about to just be his wingman and we finna get there. A dude would do that quicker than a woman. And it's sad, but it's real. I got 45K subscribers. YouTube made me delete all my videos trying to blackball me when you show the real. Damn, they try to do you like that. I'm gonna go check out. Hold on, let me check your channel out. Y'all subscribe to, I'm gonna check you out, bro. I spread the word. People unite the power of the... Already, Mike. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you, bro. You part of the Voltron crew. 45 HD. I'm gonna check you out. 45 HD. Let me pin that. Pin that for you. But now you just gotta be careful how you talk on here. That's all. Like, it's a few people that I want to do interviews with, but I just gotta prep them and let them know. It's just certain stuff you can say and you can't say on here. You just gotta know, you know. You gotta know how to kind of like With YouTube, like the way you talk about topics, you got to just know how to dip in there and dip right out real quick. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about the flimsy wrist, you got to back out. Oh, whole nother conversation. Oh. To where people hear, like, did he just say that? Oh, we talking about something totally different now, but did he just say that? But we talking about something totally different, but did he just say that? You got to kind of like, yeah. You got to be able to slap somebody, give them a hug real quick and push them away. They like, did he slap me? Did he hug? What happened? Just, you got to move. You got to be quick on your toes out here, boy. Voltron, Night Viz, what up? You got to know how to slap somebody, pull them in for a hug, and then push them back away from you. But they don't even know what happened. You just spent them. They done got slapped, got hugged, and pushed away. By the time they turn around and look at you, see what you just did, you doing it to somebody else. What the fuck? He just slapped me? Did he slap me? People looking like, did he? He slapped you. He slapped the shit out you too. He did. I thought he slapped me. He slapped me. You gotta be willing to do people. Like I do people like that. Like I be at the gym. Some dude, you know, at the gym, you find a lot of people that don't mind like staring at you because they don't like you. Like one thing about Texas, one thing I can say about the South, when people don't like you, like they got a lot of Southern hospitality out here. In the South is what they say about, but in the South, when people don't like you, they stare at you. See, in Cali, it's totally different. In Cali, if you halfway look at somebody, they'll be like, what you want? Where you from? Where you looking at me? Like in Texas, when people fascinated by you, when they don't like you or something, they'll just come sit down and just straight up be like, they'll come get a front seat. They'll come get a chair and put it right in front of you and be like, when people in the South don't like you, they stare at you and let you know they don't like you. But see, I'm from California, where that shit will get you. So I've learned that that's big business out here in the South. But I will stop and look dead at you, because they ready to stare at you, but they're not ready for you to say nothing about it. So you'll stare at me. I've been and walk past you with my hands in my pocket and bust a quick U-turn and came right back to you. Like, what's up, boy? What's going on? What you talking about? What's man? You've been staring at me. Oh man, I just be looking at everybody. Nah, you ain't looking at everybody. You making it a point to stare at me. You kind of look like you got a bad attitude. You good? We good? You all right? Oh yeah, man, I'm cool. Okay, well look, check this out. Don't stare at me no more, okay? But brother, if I had a problem with you, dude, I don't care I don't care about this. I'm saying the way you've been staring at me, and I haven't been looking at you. I've been watching you through the mirror to make sure you know that you're staring at me. The way, because I one time I moved, and then you were staring at me, and then you realized I moved, and then you went into like a little panic, and then you found me and started staring at me again. So I know you kind of like caught up and staring at me. If you don't stop it, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something. Just how you block people on the internet, I know how black people in real life. Oh, definitely, man. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You can't stare too long. It's a problem. Exactly. Yeah, nah. Yeah, I already know. Like, you can't stare at places like New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and in a lot of hoods, you can't stare too long. But like, one thing I noticed about people from Texas, and it's not even really people from the hood, just people in the South. If they fascinate, because I'm an undomesticated black man. Like wherever I go, I'm looking like this. Like I don't be caring. I be on my phone. You know, have you ever been a black man on your phone in public? It's like people be like offended, but like, he's on. Like if you black and you on your phone, you a black man just walking, you ain't even gotta be talking loud, just talking on your phone. People be looking at like, he's on the phone. Oh my God, he's talking to somebody. Did you hear what he said? He's on the phone right now. Black man, I'm not on the phone. I'm offended by this black man on the phone talking. You'll be surprised. I'll be on the phone. What's up, bitch? Just like, I don't even care. I just offend you. I just talk on the phone. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, bitch? You just keep talking on the phone. You, oh, Molly, was he talking to us? I'll be on, what's up? Why you staring at me, bitch? Was he on the phone? No, I was talking to you. I'm talking in a regular tone on the phone. I just yelled, what's up, bitch, to you. You staring at. Sometimes I play into the irate black. Sometimes I play into it. Oh my God, it's a black man walking around, talking. Did you see him? He's got a hat on, he's talking on his phone. What's up, bitch? You was about to say you must be lit. You right. You was about to say you must be lit. It's like you don't even have to be loud. Just when you a black man and you like, people just don't like to see happy black men, bro. I don't be loud enough. I don't look. It don't even be. It's like, you know how black people, how we talk, we be like in the middle of a good conversation and it'd be like, man, we be like, man, so I told them, yeah, man, so look, man, so I told them, so pull out. And like, we just, you know how we talk, like we just talk like we having so much fun when we talk, and people be like, it's a gun. He had a girl. It was a girl, and she didn't have on any clothes. Like I heard what he was saying. He's talking about a girl, and he was saying he had a hotel room, and the girl didn't have on any clothes. Maybe like piecing together our conversations. Like when he said power, he was talking about he was shooting at somebody. You might hear us. But I don't be talking. Look, it don't be that you be. Look, this is the thing. You know when people be talking on the phone, if you want to listen, you can hear somebody talking on the phone. They right in front of you because it's just that when you black people be nosy for black people. People be nosy, wanting to hear, listening to us head first. He's talking about weed. I'm saying I'm on the phone like, yeah, man. I'm gonna grab the guards, man. I'm gonna grab the guards, man. What you getting, Swishers? Or are you getting Optimal? What you getting? Swishers? Or are you getting with the backwoods? Which one you get? Swishers or backwoods? They like Swishers or backwoods. What is he talking? What are you talking? Google Swishers. He's about to smoke some marijuana with his friends. That's what he was saying. He said, "Oh, he's gonna smoke some marijuana with his colleagues." They piecing together like, yeah, man, I'm up at the store, man. You can Swishers or backwoods. He's on the phone. He has a hat on. He's walking around. He's putting in gas. I saw this black man. He was pumping gas, talking on his phone out loud, and he said something about weed. I think he's gonna go smoke some weed right now. He's probably smoking it right now with his friends. And I did. You see me in public, like you were on the phone the other day. You was talking to your friends, and I think you said something about pot. You smoke pot? I do. How do you feel? Are you high right now? Yeah. How do you feel? I feel crazy. I'm high. Like I'm crazy. I'm high right now. I'm feeling crazy right now. That's crazy. So you're high right now. I'm high right now. Look at my eyes. They red. See? I'm high. Are you hungry? You want some food? Yeah, I want some food. How much you need? 40? Yeah. You want to hear anything? 40. I done had hey, look. How much do you need? 40. My bad, y'all. I was up late. I'm about to go. Hey, look, I'm about to go right back to sleep. It's been real, y'all. I'm about to go in here talk on the phone out loud. I'm finna go check I'm finna go subscribe. 45 HD, I'm finna go subscribe to your channel right now.